और साल रेडियो पर बात करके क्या सीखा? ड्रामे करना सीखा और कुछ नहीं. Call it an occupational hazard or call it a remnant of those beautiful halcyon days. But मैं बड़ी फिल्मी हूँ. So today, if you hear me make a lot of Bollywood references, please don't be surprised. I want to start off at the outset by telling you that I am here to tell you that risks really are worth it. And growth, in the truest sense of the word, is the repeated courage to keep trying to outgrow yourself. Before you start rolling your eyes and say, oh my God, ये लड़की तो आज ज्ञानबाजी करने वाली है, allow me to corroborate my claims by sharing excerpts from my life. First of all, I really truly believe that fortune favors the bold. And secondly, world leaders around us are already taking enough risks with our life. Why should they have all the fun? मतलब जैसे तैसे करके कोविड के जंजाल से बाहर निकले एंड फटाक हियर वी आर, वर्ल्ड ह्यूमैनिटेरियन क्राइसिस, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, दुख, दर्द, पीड़ा इत्यादि. अपने जीवन की जमा पूंजी देख के आप ग्लैड हो रहे हैं एक साइड, यहाँ पर गोल्ड प्राइसेस उछल कूद कर रहे हैं. द स्टॉक मार्केट इज गोइंग अप एंड डाउन, much like your blood pressure. So in this situation, you might as well live a little. Yes? I don't know if you remember the line from Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, but Shah Rukh sir, when he's looking at Kajol ma'am's receding back, goes, palat, palat. My life story is like that, except in my head, I'm always going, pivot, pivot. I started off with a career in finance. After a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, I said, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. And then, just in a heartbeat, I gave it all up to change industries. Not jobs, industries. My father, in particular, and then the entire world at large, thought that I was bananas, nuts, and crackers. My father, I will introduce to you in just a little bit. I want to tell you that that decision came out of a lot of soul searching and a lot of risk assessment and rationalization, but I had two very, very powerful elixirs in my pocket: youth and stupidity. And armed with these two really, really cool weapons, I launched onto a fairly successful, I would say, long stint on the radio. I mean, you might not know my name, but if you have been in Hyderabad for a time, and if I say, good morning, I would say there's at least a 60% chance that a little bell would go off in your head. Ding! Okay, I've heard this person. So there I was. I said, I will take my chance. I will shoot my shot. I will go with optimism and Javani Ka Josh, and I will be an overnight star. I was terrible. The first couple of months on the radio was appalling. I used to write down every single word that I had to utter, and then I would painstakingly repeat it to myself and then narrate it on the radio like I was some really cool actor. बात थोड़ी संजीदगी में तब दाखिल हुई when my national programming head decided he needed to visit from Bombay. He said, Hyderabad has a new recruit. Let us see कि कितने गुल खिले हैं गुलशन गुलशन. So very perfectly, he timed his arrival at the airport in the morning, got into the cab, asked the cab driver, भैया जरा रेडियो ऑन कीजिएगा. शाहरुख सर has spoken about जिंदगी के 70 मिनट, आपकी जिंदगी के कितने अहम. वो 70 मिनट जो इन्होंने एयरपोर्ट से मेरे ऑफिस तक तय किए, वाकई में मेरे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा अहम थे. Because that afternoon, my boss came in to my studio. He sat me down and he said, yeah, so the people in Mumbai, they're not very happy, okay? And अगर ऐसा ही चलता रहा, then we have only a couple of months and आपको रफा दफा करना है. Now, the only saving grace in this entire conversation for me was that when a radio presenter was hired in my organization, they always gave them months of rigor, months of training. There used to be endless graveyard shifts, so much practice before finally they were allowed anywhere near a mic. I want to believe that I was incredibly confident as a person, which is why within 9 days of joining the organization, they rather unceremoniously threw me on air. So my boss said, सुनो हम जुल्म नहीं ढाएंगे, थोड़ा सा तुम ट्रेनिंग शेनिंग कर लो, अगर नहीं बनी तो फिर मतलब do what you will. And thus began a few months of absolute trauma for me. No, the learnings were great. I was training, I was learning, I was understanding what content was all about. I was understanding how to tell a story, how to hold the audience. It was quite interesting. And you know, you had this whole beautiful role model in front of you. Amin Sayani ji. आवाज की दुनिया के चाहने वालों, I mean, what a tall order, what a tall set of shoes to fill. I was that person with a very big squeaky आवाज, जिसको ना मॉड्यूलेशन का इल्म, ना पिच एंड रेगुलेशन की कदर, एंड आई वाज सिटिंग देयर थिंकिंग कि हाय ये क्या हो गया. It is at this time that I had a bit of an epiphany. Now, the thing about epiphanies, you think they will come on some momentous occasion and everything, nothing. One day in the morning, I was in my office pantry, I was making coffee. When your mind is in a little bit of trauma, no, you want to go back to those days when you have lived happier times. So, my mind made me take a walk down memory lane to a time when I was in school. I had been selected to take part in a play, and I was going to play the lead role over there. Just one day before the performance, I remember wringing my hands and being very, very stressed out. And my dad sat me down and he said, "Darling, tomorrow you're going to perform not to impress, but to express. Do your best, forget about the rest." I can safely tell you that I was a huge resounding hit that evening, and that pretty much set the tone for this overinflated sense of confidence that I was born with. So coming back to that day in my office, I'm sitting there and I'm churning the coffee and I'm thinking, Shazi, stop trying to impress. Amin Sayani ji and all that, मतलब बहुत दूर की बात है. तुम कदम जरा अपने ज़मीन पर रखो. Express, don't impress. Let's see what happens. I turned on the mic and I told those 4.5 people who were listening to me at that time that I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know for a fact that in a few days, my boss is going to come down from Bombay again, और मेरी नौकरी ना थोड़ी सी जोखिम में है. If this is your narrative, if this is your story, or if you are having a tough time at work, please understand that you are not alone. I'm here and I'm your friend. वो कहते हैं ना कि दिल को दिल से राह मिलती है. That day, the phone didn't stop ringing. There was a deluge of WhatsApp messages. I had that aha moment. And then I became an overnight star, and we all lived happily ever after, story finished. No, nothing like that. I wish like that. But thus began months and months and months of learning and unlearning relentlessly. And it reached a point where I was subject to feedback from 40 million people. I know a lot of wonderful content and artists sitting over here. You know that everybody knows how you should do your job. Like, it's bad enough that I was getting feedback in office, but I used to walk out and सड़क चलता आदमी मुझे रोक के बोलता, मैडम उसके बारे में तो बहुत अच्छा बात की है, लेकिन इसके बारे में काहे को नहीं बोले? You learn at one point to deal with it with equanimity, and for me, I realized that that is growth. I realized that all I had to do was keep one step in front of the other, keep walking, and one fine day, I might not be so terrible. That day came when I realized that I was the #1 radio show, Hindi-speaking show in a Telugu-dominated market. It felt nice. It felt like, so comfortable. And just when I got comfortable with that particular identity, something in my mind went, pivot. Cut to present day. I have a yoga shala. I teach yoga over there. I have my own recording studio where I host my own podcast. And I have a video production house where I help brands tell their stories. But most importantly, for the very first time, after years and years and years of being a salaried professional, I was a new business owner. डर लग रहा था. Have you heard that रणबीर कपूर डायलॉग कि मैं उड़ना चाहता हूँ, मैं दौड़ना चाहता हूँ, मैं गिरना भी चाहता हूँ, मैं बस रुकना नहीं चाहता? I think that line has kind of really stayed in my head for the longest time because I have come to the realization that the minute you get caught in this sense of identity or who you think you are is when growth is finished. CA Shahtaz Mirza, finance executive in hotshot, living in Mumbai. My father, whose idea, by the way, it was that I become a chartered accountant because, surprise, he's a chartered accountant. So chartered accountant ki beti, chartered accountant. So it was his whole thing. Oh my God, meri beti CA hai. He used to be so proud, telling people, she's a CACS, she works with PwC, she's doing financial due diligence. अब आप imagine कीजिए, this इंसान who's so full of pride, I just sat him down and said, सुनिए मेरे को ना अभी रेडियो पे बात करना है, ये सब नहीं करना. First of all, he thought I was crazy. Secondly, it took him years and years out of embarrassment to finally work up the courage to tell his peers what I actually do for a living. And I'm not even joking about this. Until one fine day, some kind soul sat him down and said, listen, she's quite popular in Hyderabad and she's doing very well for herself. Finally, जैसे तैसे करके he made his peace and said, अच्छा तो ये hobby नहीं था. This is what she's good at. This is what she wants to do. And just when he was getting comfortable with the idea of me being an RJ, my mind went pivot. At which time he just sat me down and said कि बेटा unfortunately ना तुम्हारी मम्मा चल बसी हैं. I cannot ask her if you were dropped on the head as a baby, but are you really okay? See, here's the thing. I personally feel like it is our own moral responsibility to keep changing our own goalposts. Why are we waiting for the world to throw us into the deep end? Sometimes maybe it's all right to jump than to fall in. And this for me has been a big learning as far as this journey has been concerned. You know, a lot of people are probably sitting down and listening to this story and saying, oh my God, abhi ke abhi, hum डाल रहे हैं papers, I'm calling up my boss right now, please. रुक जाइए, picture abhi baki hai mere dost. But before this story goes anywhere further, I do want to tell you कि दुनिया भले आप पर एतबार करे ना करे, you have got to be your biggest cheerleader. I promise you this last 1 year, that has been one of the main things that has held me in good stead. That and of course my yoga practice. I mean, there have been very interesting financial moments in the last few months. Some months where I'm wondering, how am I even going to pay the rent? Sometimes I'm wondering, ये GST की liability मुंह उठा के फिर से आ गई. It is an every month situation, is it? Some days have been like a profitability situation of हाथ को आया, मुंह ना लगा. You know what that is? Now, through it all, my yoga practice and genuinely believing कि मैं कर सकती हूँ has kind of held me in good stead. And for me, that has been growth. सुरखरू होता है इंसान ठोकरे खाने के बाद, रंग लाती है हिना पत्थर पर घिस जाने के बाद. Sunye, you were probably raised on a very healthy diet of nursery rhymes growing up. My father raised me on a diet of these panchayati lines as I was growing up. उनका बड़ा simple two-pronged approach था. इसको बैठ के पढ़ाना है या तो इसके साथ बैठ के बोल बच्चन करना है. Just 9 out of 10 times, if I wanted to do something or if I wanted to go somewhere, his standard line was no. And I used to get so upset. I'd be like, why are you saying no? It builds character. All right. You know, over the last few years, I have had the good fortune to be able to do a few of these speaking engagements, and I have painted my father out to be a bit of an ogre. But the reality is, and I can safely say this because I know he's not watching, but the man has been my biggest cheerleader. He might be gruff, but he has always been there. So just a few months ago, he sat me down and he said, Beta, this whole financial situation, do you need an injection of capital in your venture? Life came full circle for me when I looked at him in the eye and I smiled and said, no, Dad, I'm your daughter. I'll figure it out. I can't tell you how proud he was when I said that. I can't tell you how cool I felt when I said that. बन के तो आ गए उनके सामने हम चौधरी, लेकिन इतना डर लग रहा था, I can't tell you. I didn't know what I was going to do next. I didn't know how I was going to keep my head above water. So I did the thing that I do really, really well. Overthinking. बड़े तो बनने गए थे चौधरी, ग्रोथ चाहिए, एवोल्यूशन, हाँ उड़ना चाहते, गिरना चाहते, फलाना ढिमकाना चाहते, अब क्या करते? But I'll tell you one thing, and if you are a seasoned overthinker like me, you will know that sometimes your mind goes into such a marathon, eventually it will tire itself out and it goes numb. And when you sit down with a problem in this stillness, I have come to the realization that this discomfort will always throw up a solution. And this, by the way, is yoga. It's not the leg behind the head asanas you see me doing on Instagram. So I thought to myself, I said, Shazi, everybody and their uncle right now has a podcast. If you have a fighting chance of survival in this business, your first guest has to be somebody dhamakedar, somebody who will get those numbers, somebody who's a brilliant orator, somebody who's quite the bee's knees. And so I did my due diligence and research and I found such a name. And then I spent days, weeks, months cold calling him, messaging him, writing to him, regular mail, snail mail, pigeon service. You name the medium, I used it. I'm just grateful that he finally relented. And he came up to me and said, I am here only and only because of your tenacity. I'm also very grateful that he did not call the cops. But I have come to the realization that fortune does favor the bold. And that's pretty much what I started my conversation over here with. I took a monumental risk and it totally paid off. Since then, it has been that much easier to reach out to guests. People want to come and talk on my show with me. Business has been good. So, obviously, your next logical question will be, Shezi, does this mean you have arrived in life? Yeah, not by a long shot. But I'm very comfortable with it. And I have taken a few copious notes to share with you right now what I think I have learned so far. First and foremost, do your due diligence, but no matter what happens, go ahead, take that risk, put yourself out of those comfort zones. I do not know who in this audience needs to hear this right now, but allow me to be the Bauji to your Simran from Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and say, Ja Simran, ja, ji le apni zindagi. You're not supposed to have all of the answers. You're not supposed to know everything in minute detail, but you do need to have 100% faith in yourself, and you should have the gumption to be able to figure out the right time and the right opportunity to say, pivot. So take those risks. What is the worst that'll happen? You'll fail. As somebody who has done a PhD in starting over, I can tell you it's possible. You can start over again and again and again and again, because what does not kill you will certainly make you stronger. And if this has been a weak argument, allow me to wrap up my conversation here today by sharing with you what my dear sweet father would say: if it doesn't kill you, it will build character.